Cool. What's going on, guys? We've got Pat, Ashley, and Amy, and myself, Ben. We're going to change things up a little bit this week. We're not going to be doing all the workout videos because, they're super informative, but they're not a lot of fun. So we're going to do something a lot more fun. We're going to start doing a weekly sit down and talk with the coaches, and we're going to, maybe we'll see what this goes into, but we've got written out some questions, and we're going to try and see how everybody's life's going. So, I don't know how to start because it's the first time that we've ever done it. I have not watched a lot of podcast-like things on how this works, so.
You're just talker though, so
Yeah.
just keep talking.
Just keep talking. All right, well here's, so what we have is we've got about a list of about 15 questions. We're going to go over, and everybody, we're just going to go over these questions, see what everybody's answers are. I'm going to go, let's start. Okay, first question. This is really important. Do you have enough toilet paper at home?
Plenty.
Plenty of toilet paper?
You have stock up.
My aunt stocked up early,
Costco?
so we're good. Yeah.
She was one of those preppers.
We did not stock up initially. So a couple weeks ago, we went to Kennedy's Carne over in Escondido, and they actually had gotten some accessory essential
I was
stuff.
like a little Mexican food shop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we were able to pick up some of the single.
El Charmo.
Yeah, it was like that.
Brand
It was like single ply cotton wool, something you'd get in a public
One of those
restroom.
sort of finger slips and you're
Not good. But this last weekend on Tuesday when I went and did some shopping, I was walking down the Vaughn's aisle and there was a 9-pack of the double roll from Charmin.
There you
and it was
go.
the last one and
Nice.
it was gold! Yes.
She elbowed some old lady. Get out of here.
So now we're good, but it was touch and
A
go.
little stressful.
Yeah.
Well, for me, when this first happened, I was like, why doesn't everyone just go to bidets? They're so much better. I mean, everywhere in your Asian stuff.
Do you have a bidet?
No, we don't.
Okay, so
But
you
everyone-
tried to
Shit.
install
No,
one? We tried to install two
Oh, really?
in Amy's house,
And
and
it's
they
just,
were
no.
no dice.
Well, it's because when you go to a foreign country and they have it set up, it's awesome because it's
Yeah.
this is great. No, so the first couple of weeks it was our supply was getting a little low because we always have a lot of toilet paper because I'm I want to feel that level of comfort. No, but and everywhere we checked because we went to a couple different stores because everyone's freaking out, couldn't find any. Luckily enough, I know the first week it was the Saturday we were here in one of our last classes. Diane stopped by, dropped off toilet paper for us.
Nice.
And then Ashley Polliner gave us some toilet paper, so we're getting toilet paper from friends. And then a couple times we got lucky at Target where it was literally they were pulling in a pallet and we ran to it and grabbed one. So.
We're all folders, right? No scrunchers here.
Who's scrunching?
Huh?
Who's scrunching?
Right?
That's
That's
how
what
you
I'm
say
saying.
it.
I've seen people.
Oh no, people
It's
just
a
have
mess. They
conversation.
just grab a handful.
They just,
they wad it up.
No,
Yeah.
And you're there's no rhyme or reason to what you're doing, and I
You
can't take
only
it.
want one or two. You're the folder, you're the scruncher.
How do you find out though, or it's see somebody
should-
do?
Here's what happens. I'll tell you. You go into the hallway bathroom, and somebody did not flush, and you see all the toilet paper wadded up in the toilet. Fortunately, they just peed. But I'm what kind of savage does this?
Almost like in a big ball.
Just a big ball.
Oh my God.
Yeah. 13 or 14 pieces of toilet
Yeah.
paper. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No scrunchie.
It's meticulous folding.
Yeah. So
I
there you go.
an even number of squares.
Yeah. I pull, tear, and then in half.
Yeah,
in half.
exactly.
Here we go.
Exactly.
We,
So you guys all know.
you a folder or a scruncher?
Yeah.
Put it in the comments. Are you a folder or a scruncher?
Yeah, please let us know.
So we buy Costco toilet paper,
So it's in big
and
packs.
right before I had left for Denver, which is basically right before the COVID stuff kicked off, I had already gone to Costco and bought this giant roll of thing. Well, of the 4 people in our household, one uses wipes, right? The other one, we wipe their, Jamie uses wipes. But, so we had a whole bunch of wipes, so we actually have been fine, but my prepperness in there is looking at it
You have
every,
stress.
I'm looking at it going, I only got 9 rolls left. I don't know if we're gonna be. And James like, just wait, and I'm like, you say that.
I feel like if you see it, you should
get some.
Yeah.
Now, like, I don't need to have 10 like packs of
Oh,
those,
yeah.
but I'm gonna like Tuesday morning like put on my old man mask and like
Yeah.
go into Costco early. All right, so we know who has toilet paper, who doesn't. What's your favorite quarantine snack?
We made a charcuterie board one day, and that
Like, was it like fancy?
like legit
Like,
3 different cheeses,
okay.
meats, little pickles, and
Yeah.
and that was probably my favorite so far.
That's not an everyday snack though.
It's not, but that was probably my
It
favorite.
should be.
That's my favorite.
Where's my charcuterie board?
I like the block cheese every day. No, we were talking about that the other day because we did. No.
I'm impressed.
No, we were talking about because we bought a couple different cheeses. We had like brie, a sharp cheddar, and we had like Swiss and something else where we did cheese and crackers. And I was eating like the nub end of the sharp cheddar, and I was like, I just ate that. Bill's like, you don't want lunch or anything? I was like, there's so many calories in that. And he's like, no, there's probably. And I'm like, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
I
I can tell you exactly how many calories.
And I was like, no, there's a lot of calories in that. And then I went to the thing to read it to him. I was like, so a serving has 150 calories. I was like, how many servings do you think is in this like block that we ate, like over a couple days?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know, like 500. It was 10 servings. And I'm like, yeah, I could easily throw down a block of cheese though.
My mom used to get mad at me. Like she'd buy like the block of like the Kobe cheese that you're
And you
supposed to,
would
and I would
just
just chew on it. It's delicious.
Yeah, I might be able to do that.
Hey,
Not a raw cheese guy myself, but
not a raw cheese guy.
it's always with something else.
What? Okay, so Hannah, real quick, what is your go-to cheese?
Oh,
I think this is
probably like cheddar or like a Mexican blend.
Okay.
Although I will tell you that true Mexicans will tell you that Mexican cheese is
not
No.
Mexican cheese. Yeah, totally. So I guess this is really a two-part question though, because there's the cheese that you get when you're out, and there's the cheese that you cook with. So like at home, like I cook with mozzarella cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on the food.
Yeah. It doesn't matter for me. Like I use mozzarella in quesadillas or with my eggs. We use mozzarella
Okay.
because it's got a higher protein count, lower fat count, like compared to all the other cheeses, mostly. Right. But if I'm going out and I'm getting a sandwich, it's provolone.
So you're a white cheese guy.
I don't know why it's got to be color.
But it depends.
The thing.
Depends what you're doing. Because like with cheese and crackers, there's very specific cheeses.
Totally.
I like a really strong cheese. Like I like manchego. And so there's different ones that have like different like flavors or like funk to them.
Yeah.
Not funk.
I want that stinky shit.
Yeah.
I want that stinky cheese.
But like on a sandwich, you don't want that.
No. You're like,
I'm a provolone on a turkey sandwich, but on a burger, it's like a sharp cheddar or a
Yeah.
pepper jack.
yeah.
That's kind
Pepper
of
jack.
yeah.
So, okay, so cheese. Go back to the question. Was you ate a
We made
Made
like a
it.
charcuterie.
okay, charcuterie?
That's one of my favorite things so far that we've made, but I've been trying to still like eat like my normal.
What's
Yeah.
like a guilty snack you've had though?
For me, it's more of the drinking.
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 Yeah.
I mean, this is snack. It's calories. You know.
Yeah.
I get,
For me, when it comes to two different categories, right? So like, I guess like homemade versus like garbage. Homemade, we made these. I made this galette. So it was super easy from like minimalist paper, but I made a blueberry and an apple
oh,
galette.
what?
So it's like a pastry kind of tart with fruit in the center.
Mm.
We bake in the oven, and then we took the Talenti vanilla bean ice cream on top of that out of the oven. So amazing.
I bet that's good.
Yeah, so good. But garbage snack would be Flamin' Hot Doritos. I can throw down a whole bag of this, and then your fingers are like bright red.
Yeah. All right. So now that it's a two-part question.
Well, you're gonna get specific.
Yeah. So garbage snack, hands down, Oreos. I could eat a sleeve of Oreos every night. I
We
can
call
tell
it
you
a rail in our house.
Yeah,
What?
We call it a rail.
A
Oreos.
rail. Yeah, I'm gonna take this rail.
Yeah.
The problem is I'd be a two-rail guy then. But you can't talk like that in public. Man, I crushed 2 rails last
Railing
night.
Oreos.
Yeah. I can tell you like the best Oreos for like dipping is the double stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The best Oreos for just like making stuff out of is the single, right? And then
stuff, like,
so like if you want to make like an
stuff?
Oreo like pie or like
Oh,
if you
okay.
like mix
I was
Oreo
like, what do
and
you?
something. So like Oreos, if you make
I'm like,
queso,
Make a fort of Oreos.
a fork,
Stop.
my fork hat, my Oreo hat.
Have you ever thrown Oreos in like your protein shake?
Yeah,
Or with that shit
so
up?
that's what I was gonna say. So a single cookie is best for like casein blends and protein.
Okay.
So like if you take your casein, for some people who like at night, I get like 50 grams of protein, like 20 grams of fat, but I get some carbs for my nightly casein. Well, Oreos are perfect for that, right? Especially the single because they have less fat than the double stuff. So you crush them all up, and those work the best because you get a little like
All right.
texture in your casein. It's really good. Healthy, good apples, Honeycrisp apples. Apples. We don't talk about those here.
It's my favorite snack.
We buy like the big like Honeycrisp apples, and I will literally just like I'll just walk over, open the fridge, I'll like do the like look in there and be like apple. So
Alright. I would say for me, the worst thing I did is probably eat an entire Easter basket of candy in like 2.5 days.
Oh.
Just like
Do you just feel awful?
awful, horrible.
I hate myself so much.
Really, and like I would eat a piece of candy and I would tell myself this is the last piece of candy. And as I was
With that conversation.
and I was still chewing it and I was already unwrapping the next piece of candy. Like zero self-control. So ate an entire basket over about 2.5 days, completely hated myself.
Wait a minute, hang on a minute. Where did you get a basket of Easter candy?
My grandma, you know? My grandma loves me. You don't get an Easter basket from your grandma? Shout out to grandma.
Okay.
And I would say other than that, like Ash, I've kind of been trying to force myself to eat as normally as possible. But yeah, there's been some times that, you know, I'm just a little bit less motivated and go off the deep end a little bit. But
Crush a bag of Easter roll.
yeah, the whole thing, yeah. Guilty as charged. But here's the thing. But then once I eat all of it, then it's gone, and I don't have to worry about it anymore.
I mean, that is a solid logic,
You know?
right? If I eat the entire pack of Oreos, there's no more Oreos in the house.
You don't need any more
I don't.
self-control.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
it's
So
gone.
that's right. I have taken care of my self-control issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna use that. Did you just eat that whole pack? I didn't want to have to worry about me eating these tomorrow.
It works every time.
Yeah. Problem is, I will literally just go to like, hey, I gotta run to Albertsons for something real quick, and Jamie, I'll come back, and Jamie, what'd you buy at Albertsons? Ice and Oreos.
Well, but they had a, buy some vegetables, get a pack of Oreos free, right?
Oh.
Wasn't that the special?
I just.
They used to have that special a lot of times when me and Dark would go to the grocery store.
I'm like, where did this like box of brownies and frosting come from? Oh, if you bought broccoli, it came with, and I'm like, that's not how this works.
Like,
Not
you're
how
like,
it
first off,
works.
I don't believe you 100%. Secondly,
Yeah,
Somehow the farmers are getting subsidies from the Oreo company. Nabisco.
Pretty much, yeah.
right, yeah.
yeah, totally.
The snacking life it's hard. It's for me when I'm sitting like in my office working, I will eat my breakfast and then I will just start working.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Jamie will like look at me, she's like, hey, it's 2:30, you can eat lunch. I'm, oh yeah, I should totally do that. But then by like 10:30 at night, everybody's asleep and I'm like, are there still Oreos here somewhere? Like
I have the opposite problem. Like every hour and a half, I'm like, I wonder what's in the fridge. Wonder if it's different than what was in the fridge.
you're like, every hour I open this door, hoping there's something better in there. Never
And then I
shows
started
up.
grabbing Oreos.
What?
And then I started grabbing Oreos.
Yeah, right. I tried to DoorDash Oreos the other day. Just Oreos.
Don't you need a minimum?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a problem.
He ordered a lot of
I
Oreos.
did. I just ordered 20 packs. All right. Okay, so let's on the stuff. So we got most of us got a stimulus check, right?
Paper check hasn't come yet. We'll let you guys know one day.
What are you planning on spending your money on, or what are you going to spend your money on? I will tell you, so I bought some used tires for my truck because I'm put like that. Because brand new tires for my big stupid trucker would have been 2 stimulus checks worth of tires.
Where do you get used tires at?
The used tire store.
Huh.
I found them on OfferUp. It was okay. I can tell you this. It wasn't at a It was basically. It's not a tire shop that you're going to find in San Marcos.
Okay.
But if you go down to maybe El Cajon,
Ah.
there's a couple.
Gotcha. And you get enough tread on the used tires?
Yeah. I mean, they were like 50% used,
Oh, okay.
but it was $400 mounted and balanced. Otherwise, it would have cost me like $1,900.
Dang.
Yeah.
I just spent $600 on tires.
Yeah.
They're
You drive a little
They're
itty bitty
tiny.
car.
Yeah.
But so I did that, and I bought my wife a barbell for her birthday.
What a gentleman.
It wasn't American made. I felt bad. So that's what I did. What do you guys spend your when you get it?
That's me. I'll probably put it towards credit cards and student loans, maybe buy a pair of shoes. Who knows? I don't want to think about it yet because I don't have it.
There you go. That's a good way to look
Just
at
like
it.
out of sight, out of mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Pay bills and then like some home project stuff. So little stuff. So yeah.
Cool. You go ahead. I'll be right back.
For me, I put it in my savings, and so I'll likely be spending it on my education because I have to pay for grad school. So.
What a great investment.
Right.
Yeah.
What a great investment.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I have to re-up my NSCA this
Oh,
month.
you're
So I'll probably use some stimulus money for that.
this month?
Yeah, at the end of this month I have to pay for
Gotcha.
to keep my like CSCS active. You have to pay them the money.
Always.
But hey, my CEUs are all done between the gymnastics course and all that other stuff.
I haven't even started.
Oh.
I gotta do a lot of them. They're due 2020 December,
Yeah.
so we'll get on that. All right. Are we drinking more or less?
Precision nutrition counts for that.
Oh, does it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, there we go. So
Yeah,
we're
and I
done.
would assume right now, especially because everything's online, there's a lot of things you can find.
And you know what? I know my grad school classes count,
Oh, yeah,
and then like presenting at that conference count. So pretty much I have my CEUs
You just
done.
have to prove it.
I just need to go through and like prove it
Yeah.
all and like submit it and stuff like that.
For sure.
So he's back.
I'm back. Sorry.
We went down an education rabbit hole, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boring
Side
stuff.
tangent.
Because I talked about grad school and like we talked about whatever, because that's what I'm gonna spend the money on.
There you go. That's important.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go back to school anytime soon. So.
Well, I have a virtual graduation. My graduation because it got canceled, right?
Yeah.
So it's like technically we'll have graduation in December, but it's like the virtual graduation on May 16th. I'm like awesome. I told Dylan I was like, I'm just gonna walk out.
As if regular
She
graduation.
walk around the house.
like, yeah.
She's just sitting in the house.
Yeah.
Throws it, hits the ceiling fan, knocks some pictures off the wall.
Yeah.
All right. What's a new hobby that you've picked up in the last like month and a half?
I wouldn't say
Or
it's
what's maybe not a new hobby, but what's something that you've like
yeah.
really started focusing on?
For me, it's running. Right?
Running.
And I mean, it's not a new hobby. It's something I've like gone back and forth with. Where
Yeah.
like, I loved it, did it a lot, then stopped doing it. I hooked in my running app because I use Strava, and it was like the last time I had logged a run before like all this quarantine stuff was October of last year, and I was like, oh shit. So I've been running like and consistently, probably like 4 or 5 days every week. So
That's cool. Yeah.
I've been actually trying to do the Calm app every day.
it's
and
awesome, right?
meditate.
The daily content.
Yeah. So
Who are you listening to?
usually whatever like the
The
narrative
daily,
is
and
for
it's,
the day.
it's Tamara usually.
Yeah, yeah. And then as part of like nighttime routine, like Derek has always liked to have the TV on at bedtime, and I've been really trying to like steer clear of that. So we've been putting on like the different like music.
Gotcha.
There's like
music festivals.
no, just like the
I'm like,
music
oh,
in
is
the
that the
Calm
type of
app.
music that brings you down?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Falls asleep in bed, like,
No,
Yeah.
no.
I'll drink some Starbucks and fall asleep.
No, the
That's how I
in
roll.
the the Calm app.
They have like some nighttime
some
stuff.
music
Yeah.
stuff. Although what's kind of cool is that some of the music, like they Above and Beyond did like a whole
That's cool.
track of songs. So I'll put like a 20 or 30 minute timer on that. But my personal favorite probably right now is like the Symphony of Rain, because it's just like
Rain sounds. Yeah.
rain sounds and like out.
I listened to some, I saw some like YouTube and it was, I don't know if it was Calm or it was something like that, but they had one of Sean Connery talking you through like relaxing breathing, and I was like, I don't know how to get this, but I want it right now. I just want to have Sean Connery in my head.
We tried to do one of the sleep stories, and Derek was like so glued to the story. He was like up the whole time. Like it ended, and he was like, "That was a really cute story," and I was like, "Yeah."
No, there's, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to ask Dylan, but there was an app we used to listen to to help, because I've had issues with the past with falling asleep, and like Dylan falls asleep as soon as any part of his body touches the bed, he's like already immediately asleep, and it's the most annoying thing in the world when you're the person who has trouble sleeping and someone's just knocked out next to you. But where the guy he had a really calming voice, but he would just ramble, so the story never made sense, and you just kind of keep talking, so you couldn't pay attention, but at the same time it was kind of like that nice monotone that would make you fall asleep.
Gotcha.
What, so this is a total side question now, like, so you guys have a TV in your room?
Yeah.
Do you have a TV in your room?
No.
TV in your room?
Yes,
Yeah,
but it's in a
it's-
place that I can't be in bed and watch it. at the same
Gotcha.
time.
Okay. We don't have a TV in our room. That was like when me and Jamie like started. I was like, she had this little itty bitty like 13-inch TV, and I was like, hey, we don't have TVs. Like, that's not something that I do. Like, no TV in the bedroom. And she was like, okay. But because of that, I like to watch TV to like.
So you're in the living room.
So I'm in the living room, and then Jamie goes to bed. She's like, why don't we just put the TV here? And I was like, no, because then I'll just lay in bed all night and watch it. Like,
Yeah.
I have to have like the separation.
We've had it mostly for Derek's video games. Because if
There's
the rest
usually
of
a good
us
sleep. Yeah.
if the rest of us want to watch TV, but he wants to be downstairs playing video games,
Taking up the TV.
that's
Same
not
Gotham.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So I'm
You
like,
can't be out like murking them, you know.
so and like he's not a big fan of that show Outlander, which is what I've been watching.
So you have your separate
So,
sides.
yeah, so
Gotcha.
It's games,
He's like-
you watch Outlander.
Exactly. He's like, you want to watch some Outlander? You wanna get Ace of Butcher? And he's like, sold. So we do get a little time apart.
All right, that's cool. So you've been doing the Calm out. What's something new or something that you've like re-engaged in?
I have really tried to focus on re-engaging in more like mixing music and getting ready for the next double barrel
Ball.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, big things. So been doing that. I've been not feeling guilty about watching Netflix, which a lot of times I do. And then there's this toy. It's like a flexible riding crop with like a rope with a dog toy on the end, and it's basically like crack for my family's German Shepherd. So we've probably been playing that for like 5 or 6 times throughout the day for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
She just goes insane.
I thought you were telling me the story about how you have this riding crop with this rope and this little horse at the end, and you've been playing with it. That's like what you're doing. And I was like, it's like one of those things where like you swoop the ball up into the cup or something. Okay.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, really. Got a long, flexible riding crop thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about right now. That's
Paul, is that inappropriate in this conversation?
Well, that's cool. I mean, most of you guys know, like, I've been doing a lot of, like, I got a 3D printer, so I've been doing a lot of 3D printing. I got to print my first, like, useful thing yesterday. So we were down, Jamie's sister bought a pergola. A pergola, right? I didn't know what it was either. It's a really fancy, like, gazebo.
Yeah, I
thing.
think an outdoor.
Right? So you've been to Costco?
Yeah.
Right? And you know when you walk in, they've got like the thing that is up and it's got all the lights on it and all that. She literally like walked in and said, I want that with all that stuff. So we built this 10 foot by 10 foot like metal pergola, and then we put the 100 light bulbs in it. Like all zip tied up, ran the cables, so we was down there yesterday doing it. Well they lost this little like mount bracket thing. They lost it. And I like looked at it and I was like, I can make one of those. And they were like, what do you mean you can make one of those? I was like, totally, like, I'll take one home, I'll design it real quick in like CAD, and then I'll print it for you tonight. And they were like, yeah, you know, we don't really need it. Like, I was like, yeah, no, it's not a big deal. I literally like spent like took me 18 minutes to draw it up, tested my printer real quick, and printed. Woke up this morning, and it was like, bam, it's an exact copy.
Wow.
And I was like, that's pretty freaking cool.
That's pretty freaking
So
Well, I think we make useful things throughout because you don't
Totally.
have a lot of the shield things,
The
but,
ear
or the
saver,
ear
yeah,
saver
yeah.
things. But what's the most fun thing you made for yourself?
The
Have
look-
you made anything fun?
yeah. So like, I used to be real big into RC cars, and because like I was like a little nerd, like I like electronics and gadgets and stuff, and I kind of got back into that with Lincoln, and now I've been designing and building these little like 24 scale, like they're this big, and I've like designed like frames and chassis and wheels and like it makes all, it's like the Marie Kondo, like makes all the little like sparks of joy in my brain go off when I can like draw something. I design, like I have the thought, I design it in the computer, and then I like send it to my printer, and it prints it, and then I can hold it, and I'm like, this just makes all little things in my head work really well right now. So
Okay, have you seen Rust to Riches? on
yes,
Netflix?
yeah.
That's exactly what it
Yeah.
reminded me of.
Yeah.
Binge both seasons.
Yep.
Definitely.
So I haven't started the second season
Oh,
yet.
you haven't?
I've already seen the first season, but yeah.
Second season pretty good too.
And I'm a tinkerer. Like I like to do things with my hands and like work on things. So like JB's like, hey, do you want to go hang out with my sister and her husband down in Santee?
No.
I didn't say that. But she was like, they're gonna need help putting together a pergola, and I was like, I don't even know what a pergola is, but I'm sure I can put it together. Like whatever. So I will say that we got done, and although I hung up like 100 light bulbs and I used like 150 zip ties, and I got a bit of a tan, it looks really freaking cool. It's like, it was one of those I looked at, I was like, we might have to buy one of these. Like this is pretty freaking
So
cool.
we went to Lowe's yesterday because I needed to get some stuff for like the house projects we've been doing, and they have one on sale right now for
Like $600.
It's $500. It's like
Okay.
$498.
Yeah.
But super nice. It's a 9.5 by 9.5. I sent Derek a picture of it.
Is it the one that has like the thing that slides?
Yes!
That's the one that I put together.
Dude, it looks awesome.
If you buy it, let me know. I've got it down now. I know how to put that thing together really well now.
He can 3D print any of the parts.
Totally. Well, at least the one. I already have the file. So if you lose that one bracket,
It looks so cool, and
it's
I've
really
been
cool.
really, because we've been debating on getting like one of those little propane fire pits
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our backyard, and those motherfuckers cost about the same as the pergola.
We just
Yeah.
got an explicit rating.
So yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm just glad I wasn't thinking.
You're not legit as a podcast if you don't have an explicit rating.
Right?
To be honest.
And I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about like Lincoln or Nora watching this
No.
right now.
You just have to make sure you click this.
We swear around.
This is not made for
Well, no. So that's a different. That button
It's
is.
not supposed
It's,
to be for kids anyways.
yeah.
that's if you are recording like a kid's show.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's why
But
we
you never
kept.
want to click it
Yeah.
because it's not meant to be necessarily kids show.
Yeah,
Not
it's
that
just a
it's
video.
inappropriate
Yeah.
for kids. Yeah.
So, all right. Now that we've got an explicit
Yeah.
rating,
Now you understand.
Yeah.
Sorry guys.
I like the street cred.
right? Now you got street cred.
Street cred.
All right. Let's do a couple of quick ones.
Alright.
Naps or no naps?
You know me. I'm the one who naps in the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you probably take 2 naps a day.
No, I just sleep in until like 10 o'clock and then.
Yeah, see, that's
Well, meanwhile, my 2-year-old at like 5:15, Dad, and I'm like, why are you awake?
I could not even imagine sleeping in that late. Because for me, the sun immediately wakes me up. Like,
Stay until 2, you don't have a problem.
That's because you're like a cat. She's like the sun. She's like.
immediately wakes me up. So I've been waking up probably 6:30 most days, or like 7 is the latest I'll sleep in. But
What about?
naps?
Hang on a minute. I call shenanigans if you say no naps.
Not really a napper because, like, for me now, I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. every day.
All right.
It's like this period of time where you're napping.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm taking less naps now, but it's not. It's because I'm not waking up at 4 a.m.
Okay.
and coaching from 5 to 1,
All right.
and then being like, okay, well I gotta go back to the gym. I'm gonna need a nap.
Gotcha.
Like,
So what time are you waking up now then? I guess we.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
So I'm waking up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So depending
What
on.
time are you staying up till? Patrick's like up the odd hours of the night, just living.
Yeah. For me,
I'm gonna start sending Pat texts at night. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know he's
send me
awake.
a
I'm
link.
awake.
Oh, it's so all
Oh my
night.
god.
I probably go to bed like 11, between 11 and midnight every night.
Same. It's probably like this is the latest I've stayed up in like forever because
Yeah,
not having to get up
yeah.
early. Most nights it's like at least 11,
Yeah. What time do you wake up?
like 6, anywhere from 6 to 7.
Are you napping?
No, actually, now I'm not really napping most days. Other times that I'm like kind of like, what do I do? Like Saturdays always like it's weird because days don't matter right now. But like Saturdays kind of the wash for us because it's like throughout the week I have like projects or things I have to do for
Mhm.
school and like time stuff that I have to do. And so then Saturday I could be working on stuff, but I just kind of was like, And so by like 9 or 10 after being up for a couple hours, I'm like, what do I do? And then I just go back to sleep for like half an hour. And then I get up and I start going. But yeah.
That's.
But
we
not
like-
like my traditional naps, because like me used like normal naps, it's like what people would consider sleeping.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 hours.
There's
That's a nap for me normally.
Actually,
we like Lincoln or Nora will walk in at like I don't understand why they get out of bed so early, but they will literally walk into our room and go like, Dad, or like, Daddy, can I watch TV?
But what time is your bedtime?
They go to bed at 8:30.
Right. So that's 9
9
hours of
hours.
sleep. After 9 hours of sleep, I'm
Little
like,
kids should sleep.
ready to kick some doors down. Let's
Oh yeah, you're an adult.
Wouldn't be the
They're
first
like
one.
little kids.
Yeah.
They need more time. to
Oh
sleep.
yeah.
You say that, but at the same time, like 4 hours later, they're like the devil spawn. They're like and you're like you shouldn't have slept more. But we wake up. If they wake us up before 6:30, we like look at each other in bed and like, why do they hate us? But most of the time, one of us
do
is
you not
up.
just pretend you can't hear him? I would totally just ignore my
They
kids.
no, because they can get up in bed with you. They'll like climb up in bed with you.
I would just like pretend.
And you
it's
can't
not-
lock the door. Because then like
Then you don't know what's going on out there.
yeah, like what happens? Knowing my luck, like I don't want to lock the door.
Yeah.
But so they'll wake us up. One of us will get up, and then like Jamie will start her morning routine. I'll like get up with the kids, start breakfast, stuff like that. But we wake up at like probably like 6:30 on average, between 6 and 7, somewhere in that range. But I was up last night till like 2:30.
Yeah, you don't sleep early.
I don't sleep. Yeah, I like 5 hours is like a lot for me. But I love it. As much as I love going to sleep and like laying next to my wife while we like fall asleep together, that's all really nice.
You look quiet.
Do you though?
Oh man, no. Like kids are in bed, James, I don't go to bed, I'm like, alright, cool, time for me to play. And I can like play on my computer, I can like build stuff, I can play with my cars, like whatever I wanted, 3D printer. I got a 3D printer. So, like that's all super fun, but I can't do that if the kids are up and Jamie's like, well, we've got chores to do and all this stuff.
And I have a dog.
We did, yes.
You guys have a dog
Oh
now?
man, we got Stu. He's
Stu?
Stu.
I love when people give
I didn't
animals.
meet him last week.
Yeah.
What
So
kind of
Stu he's a Tijuana mutt, but he is his like from the back of his snout back, his head is pit.
It's like massive here.
It's just
Yeah,
yeah,
very-
just a big square head.
big square head. His ears are pit ears,
but very
like
broad here too.
super thick in the chest.
Can't wait to meet him.
Itty bitty little narrow hips.
Can't
So he's
wait.
got like some Rhodesian like ridgeback in there.
Yeah.
And like a lab. Like his snout is more like lab-like. So he's a taller, like he's a super cool, perfect dog for our family. He's like 5 years old. We adopted him from another family.
Yeah.
He just likes to sleep.
Yeah.
He's super
He's a
cool.
sweet
Can be
dog.
very lazy.
He's a sweet dog.
Yeah.
They can be high energy but very lazy.
He's super cool with the kids. Like Nora fell on him yesterday and he was like, huh?
High pain tolerance.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. He's a great dog. And his name is Stu. It's just like Stu the dog, But we've had him for like a week now, and I mean, he's just such a good. He's totally not my dog. He's Jamie's dog. So when we take the kids are at daycare and we're both working from home, the doors are open and he's laying in
Next
the
to
room.
her.
He's with Jamie. Jamie moves around the house. He's with Jamie. Yeah. And then if Jamie goes to sleep and the door's locked, he'll like come in and like, oh, I guess I'll hang out with you. But he was a bed sleeper. He slept
It's
in
a hard
people's-
habit to break too.
So every time when Jamie will let him get in there, because like she works out of our bedroom, she'll let him get up on the bed during the day and lay in there. But if we go to bed, he'll like jump. Jamie will get to bed and he jumps up there and lays down. And he's like, my space. And I'm like, we have a queen. Like, I'm not a little person. Jamie's not the smallest person. Like, and this like 80-pound dog.
It's a big dog.
He's a good sized dog. Like he's.
Bigger than Tyson.
I believe it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's probably he's like a couple inches taller than Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Tyson's small, he's just thick.
yeah. Stu's not as thick. Stu looks big.
He's like a little taller and longer.
Yeah. But all right, and obviously I love nap. Let's do one more, and then this is perfect. I think that would like be a good time.
Yeah.
And then so let's see. We did hobbies and naps. I don't
Do
know.
a Netflix or like.
Let's.
what
I think we should do
binge?
the silver line.
Oh, the Silver Lining. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this question, will be like our wrap up for this one, right?
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Start playing music.
Lock it up.
Yeah, you lock it up.
Lock it up. Like it's a top 3 like silver linings for COVID. Like everything that's going on right now, we did our best here to social distance. Like all that stuff that's going on, but trying to be like lead with some optimism. Like let's find the silver lining in the situation. Like what's a couple good things that have either come out of this or that is like right now, right? Like obviously a huge one. There's no traffic. Now at the same time, like we don't drive anywhere.
Oh my god. It's for me. I'm saving
Oh,
so much
I
money on
was gonna say,
gas.
you
Having,
usually
not
do.
having to drive to San Diego
Yeah.
State every freaking day.
I can only imagine
Yeah.
like how
And
many.
because I was supposed to take I'm gonna be taking summer school because there's a class I have to finish for grad school that I would have had to drive to state for on Monday through Thursday in the middle of the afternoon. Now it's online, which is super nice.
Right.
So I won't have to drive to school. So definitely I'm saving a lot on gas right now.
That's awesome. Like that's obviously like a silver lining, right?
Same. Derek drives to and from Carlsbad every day. Sometimes
And
down
with
to
traffic,
Encinitas.
yeah, that's got to be like an hour drive.
Yeah. So between that, like we saved over a car payment last month
Yes.
in gas.
Well,
Oh,
gas
yeah.
is super cheap right now too.
Yeah.
Gas is really
Not
low.
great, but, you know.
Yeah.
My truck, I literally was talking with Jamie. I was like, I don't remember. Like I have to go get gas today because it's beeped at me for the last like 4 days in a row. But I don't literally remember the last time I got gas. Now it's a big tank, right?
Yeah.
It's like it normally costs me $100 to fill up, but
Yeah.
it's been a month since I've gotten gas, and I'm like, this is awesome.
That's nice.
So, all right. So that would the big thing for me is obviously traffic. Even though we don't drive anywhere, like where the kids are in school at right now, it's a 20-minute drive into Vista, and then back at like 5 o'clock. Like that'd be an hour drive. Yeah. So, all right. What's another silver
For
lining?
me, I guess I would say it's slowed me down, which I haven't liked in the beginning, but it was something I probably needed mentally because of school, work, everything, finishing things for graduation, grad school, all this stuff. My schedule was like
Yeah.
constantly. That like forcing me to like be like you're stuck at home has helped me a lot mentally, and it also allowed me to sleep, recover. I think like definitely my body probably appreciates what's going on right now as much as like I didn't appreciate mentally the first couple weeks because I was like, what do I do? I'm stir crazy. The silver lining and the positive way to look at that is like it gave me a break mentally from all the stress I had with day-to-day life.
Yep. It's good. That's it. I agree.
Yeah,
You did.
because it was I was at a
Yeah.
breaking point.
Yeah. Every day, I just can't wait for my phone to ring. But like, Amy went crazy. I'm like, I was
It's
waiting
still
for
a
that.
possibility.
I found the
Yeah,
Yeah, if you guys don't hear from Dylan in a while, it's still a possibility.
Hear that, Dylan? You better watch out, buddy.
I would say for me, it's just hopefully people have more gratitude of all the things that we take for granted every day. That once that stuff is taken away from you, you realize kind of how fragile the whole
Yeah.
system is, and hopefully when they get back to being able to come back to the gym and get haircuts and go to music festivals, that people would appreciate that in a way that they haven't before.
Yeah, I think that's huge. Like, even just the things that you can do, right? I like going to the movie theater, right? That's an experience.
Totally.
Like, cool. The movie came straight to like iTunes. I sat on my couch and watched it. It's not the same
It
thing.
sounds the same.
Yeah. You know, no, I think that's a really good one. Like, I totally look at things now and go like, man, like I didn't appreciate it as probably as much as I could have, like beforehand. And it's funny because like you said, like even having the like I never went really hiking before this, but now you can't. And now you're like,
I really want to go hiking.
really want to go hiking, right? Some of that stuff, like I still don't want to go to the beach, but that's just me. So, but yeah, I think that's a good way, like coming back from this, appreciating things a little more.
Yeah.
What's trying to think, home delivery stuff, or even just like the number of people that like work from home now, right? Like, or okay, silver lining, the Bay Area, like all the smog
Yeah.
in all the big cities,
yeah,
that is
all the
totally
pollution.
the pollution and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think that's like been super cool to just
Seeing
watch.
like side by side pictures
Oh my
of
God,
like
it's
all over the world.
Yeah.
China especially.
Yeah, China, like New York, even they were like,
New Delhi, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, New Delhi, yeah. Like that's really cool that, and that's what really makes me think about like, wow, like how much of an impact us as like humanity really has in some of this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, and it's just Earth Day, so it's weird that
Right.
yeah, right, totally, yeah, that's a good.
Mother Nature got a break.
Yeah.
Well, right, thank God.
Yeah. Dropped all my kids off at grandma's house and got a freaking break for,
Right.
6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it's been so far.
I mean, that's a really good one. I think yeah, I mean, I just like, there are definitely like some positive things that have come from this, right? Even like learning more, having some more time spent with like your significant other. I know a lot of people who like both of them worked like 9 to 5s. They both drive an hour, stuff like that. My buddy John has spent more time with his kids in the last 3-4 weeks than he did maybe, because him and his wife, or the family of them, they live in Temecula. He works in like the Westby Field and like El Cajon. She works downtown,
Yeah.
right?
It's a
And
lot.
so they're like, they are on the road 2+ hours a day.
Yeah.
But now like they're all basically working from home, and he's like, yeah, I get to spend like a lot of time.
And I feel like a lot of companies now too are realizing that they do have the ability to, which is gonna, like, people were forced to adapt to this new situation and now are going to be able to transition to more remote,
Yeah.
which I think will help things in the future, which is pretty awesome.
Yep.
And COVID took out Kim Jong Un. So there we go.
Is that official?
I
I don't know.
I'm not giving you this information. We're not making any statements
He
right
clearly
now.
died of COVID. Okay, let's be honest.
I totally at like
We're gonna
1:45
edit that part
last
out.
I totally watched last night. I read a whole article about his sister.
Oh yeah, I was actually, I did that. You and I have a lot of we're like internet rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And John's like, what are you doing? Because it'll be like, be silent for a while. And it's because like something pops up like that.
Yep.
And we were watching news and it was talking about King Jong. But I looked up and I saw his sister, and then I went to click something else, and then it was this, and then like reading about this.
Yep. Yeah, talking about like just like she went to school in Switzerland, like some of the like weirdness of her, but at the same time, what do they call? They call her like she's got some kind of name, like she's like the Angelina Jolie of North Korea.
Yeah, I mean,
There's-
if you look at her compared to her brother,
Oh yeah.
very stark differences.
Yeah. But it was super interesting just to read that article.
Yeah.
About him. And I don't know if that's what happened.
Yeah.
He didn't die of COVID. It was
Come
like
on, bro.
if he died,
Come on, bro.
it was like a heart thing. He was in surgery.
Which I'm not surprised, because
Yeah.
he was super overweight.
He was 5'7", 300 pounds.
Yeah.
He was a huge smoker, health complications. Like that's all the people
Yeah.
that died of COVID. And they had 0 cases in North Korea. Come on, please.
I mean, nobody goes in and out of North Korea.
Anyway.
I think. I mean, I haven't.
Anyways,
Now that we've gone the
let's
political.
bring that back in. Reel it back in.
For me,
Is it
the,
political or do we all hate Kim Jong Un? Let's be honest.
I mean, I would say that I don't like him. So
for me, the morning routine has probably been the silver lining. Like getting up, like getting to wake up at not before the sun comes up, and being able to like have my coffee on the patio and read, listen to a podcast, and then like make a full breakfast instead of having to like meal prep everything.
yeah.
Like that's been.
I would say, I mean, I probably cook breakfast 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Like we have like one day that we'll do like some kind of like easy fix like thing, but for the most part, like I make my eggs and bacon and all that every morning. So it's definitely a silver lining. Spend some more time working on that stuff. And all of the binge watching of Netflix,
Oh yeah.
right?
Every streaming service. Netflix.
I've been really into religious cults.
Oh yeah.
Wild
Like
Country,
Dogma.
Waco. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, bro. Check it out.
I believe you. It's we just like we watched Jumanji the other day, the new one.
It's good.
It was funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie fell asleep like 20 minutes into it, and then she went to bed. She asked me, she's like, "Was it good?" I was like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a funny story.
I feel like Jack Black's character with like the female inside of him is the most hilarious thing.
When she comes back, she's like, "I missed you."
Yeah, totally. Bethany.
Bethany, yeah.
Yeah.
They and not to be like a spoiler or anything like that, but at the end when Danny DeVito does the smoldering gaze,
Yes.
and I was like, it's so funny.
It's good.
All right, cool. I think that's a good amount of time. We actually only covered like about half of this stuff.
Alright.
So let us know, guys. Let us know what you think. If you've got any questions that you want us to answer, this is like we're just kind of starting this thing off. We'll obviously probably maybe get a little more serious on some things.
If you have any
Maybe.
topics that you'd like us to discuss or
Cool.
cover, drop it in the comments. That'd be super helpful.
Yep.
Because then we can just like do what we did today and yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Or if you're interested in getting involved, we might interview
Yes,
you.
yes.
Yeah.
If you would like to come onto the whatever show this is,
We'll have a name by next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We'll have a name by next
We'll have a name by
if you
next
got a name, drop the name in the comments.
And we'll do it social distancing, of course, right? So
We're doing
we'll
the
do
best
it.
we can.
We'll do it through
We'll do it
Zoom.
through Zoom,
If we're
yeah.
gonna interview you guys, we'll definitely do it that way. But we're just trying to stay connected with you guys and change it up and do something fun. So
Yeah,
we hope you guys are about it, and we miss you.
totally miss you. All right, guys. You guys stay safe. We'll see you guys later.